Oh my God. Jerry Seinfeld has $950 million. Holy fuck. Did you hear about the Office reboot? You don't want me to talk about the Office reboot. You listen, just allow yourself to be excited, younglings. Okay? Allow yourself to be excited. I don't want to say what I'm going to say.
I simply can't.
Because I'm going to sound like so many old, bitter comedians, and it's so not my shtick. It's so not my shtick. To be like, the libs are going to censor us. I just don't think you can make a good Office anymore. I don't think a lot of those jokes would live the same way now. A. B, I don't think it'll have the same soul as it used to. I'm worried that an Office retread is going to be like, hey, look, he put the stapler back in a Jell-O mold. Hey, look, they're going to Dwight Schrute's farm again. You know what I mean? Like, just like so many retreads. I don't believe in many of these like reskins, rebirth, rehash. But it could be great. It could be great. It could be good. I don't know. It could be great. I just have low expectations these days. You don't like WoW Classic? That's different, right? WoW Classic, the only variable is you. You're playing the exact same game. If somehow I could watch The Office for the first time again, I'd probably enjoy it and go, wow, this is great. But there's no getting the first Office run through again. It could be god awful. It could be good. I'm not like sitting around being like, it's a cash grab. That is my worry. That is my dilemma. Steve Carroll in it? I don't know. It'd be trash because phones exist. Every Seinfeld plot falls apart with text messaging. That is a very interesting theory. That Seinfeld could not exist in a text messaging era. I disagree. And I disagree for one reason in particular, and it's Larry David. Basically, Curb Your Enthusiasm is R-rated Seinfeld, and it's worked since 2000. Like Curb is Seinfeld adult, and it works. It has worked. It does work. So maybe a Seinfeld reboot would be good. I have a controversial take about Seinfeld. I think Jerry Seinfeld is the most overrated comedian in history, and it's not even close. I think he rode on Larry David's shoulders in like a profound way. And to hear him talk to like interviewers or see his performances after Seinfeld.
5 months of great content. Someone
said Dane Cook. I disagree, man. Listen, Dane Cook, he aged terribly. He kind of turned out to be a weirdo. He did make me laugh at times. But like the reason I say Jerry Seinfeld over Dane Cook, Jerry Seinfeld, I don't know if you know this, Jerry Seinfeld, I think up until a year ago with Kevin Hart, or like 2 years ago, Jerry Seinfeld was the highest paid comedian every year from I think 1998 onward to like 2020. That's not right. It is right. It is right because of Seinfeld reruns. It is actually accurate. I'm sure someone has, you know who's, yeah, dude. Oh my God. Jerry Seinfeld has $950 million. Holy fuck. Okay. The year that Kevin Hart passed Jerry Seinfeld was 2019. 2019. To 2019, Jerry Seinfeld was still earning $41 million a year, not making anything. I knew I was right about this. So when did Seinfeld start? From 1990. From 1990 till 2019, Jerry Seinfeld was the highest paid comedian in the world. That is fucking ludicrous. Jerry Seinfeld is a billionaire. Take that in. Take that in. I don't know if any comedian is worth $1 billion. Maybe Stavros, but being overpaid doesn't mean being overrated. Yes, it does. Come on. If I tell you that the highest paid quarterback in the NFL is terrible, the next words out of your mouth would be, yeah, he was overrated. There's no other way. Yeah, I just have never thought Jerry Seinfeld is very funny. Jerry Seinfeld is also kind of like rude to a lot of people, which I'm always like surprised by. Looking back, Julia Louise Dreyfus, I always fuck her name up, was the best actor on that show. Right? She and Bob Odenkirk were fucking amazing. Jason Alexander was great too. But like looking back, Dreyfus is goated. In Veep, she is fucking unbelievable. She's unbelievable in Veep. Who's your favorite comedian? Like of all time? Are you talking about like stand-up or just in general? Both. In general, it's Chris Farley. Everybody knows I'm a Chris Farley guy. I'm a Pagliacci boy to my heart. The crying clown is my archetype. I was born a crying clown. Never have I related to another human being like Chris Farley. But my answer on greatest stand-up of all time might surprise you. It's Richard Pryor by like a mile. Dude, I don't know. A lot of you are probably too young and not into comedy enough to go back and watch Pryor. But Pryor is like, man, the way that he talks about like his struggles with mental health, with drugs, romance, like, and makes it funny it's unbelievable. It really is like unbelievable how good he was. He was like a tortured guy. Did you ever watch the Seinfeld, Louis C.K., Gervais, Chris Rock HBO thing where C.K. said the N-word? No, I did not. I did not. George Carlin was the best for me. Yeah, Carlin was great. Murphy was great. There are a lot of great stand-ups. I hate, dude, I sound so fucking old all the time now. I just don't like stand-up as much as I used to. I don't. I really don't. You know who had a dope stand-up, though? I actually watched a stand-up recently that I was like, hey, yo. Holy shit, what's the guy's name? Maybe Arrested Development. Ali Schwartzcat. She was in Search Party. It's the gay guy in Search Party. I'm doing it. I'm tracking it down. John Early, bro. John Early's stand-up special was fucking great. It was very good. It was very fucking good. He did like a version of oh God, what's the fake music documentary? Spinal Tap. He almost did like a fake Spinal Tap where like he put a band together called the Lemon Squares and he had these like sketches and he like sang songs. It was, let me see if I can find any of this special because it was fucking great. Okay, here's one of the clips. This is part of his special. I loved this special.
As hell. I'll go there. I'm not afraid. It's so vulnerable. You know, like the ball is literally too heavy to pretend to be too cool. You can't be like, you know, it would hurt your wrist. You know, you have to use your whole body. It's very gay. You have to go, you know? And by the way, when you're coming up to do it, suddenly everyone you came with is now behind you. Staring at your thick Mark Zuckerberg ass. The staff's having a ball. They're like, and okay, so after all that, say you do well, it's even worse. Because I feel like there's no way to like sincerely celebrate your victories as a bowler unless you're a professional, unless you're in a league, you know, where you can fully do it and then, you know, you know. But we all bowl at children's birthday parties. That's not part of the social contract, you know. You look great if you do what you really wanted to do. And so you have to immediately press it down, to immediately suppress it. And this is what you have to do, and I know you know. Okay, so I'll do it for you. You do well, and then you turn around and you're like, you have to do a little dance. It sucks. And you literally have to pretend to forget what you just accomplished. And you're trying not to smile. You're like, should I get us more beer? You guys want more beer?
He's so good.
The corners of your mouth are quivering from trying not to smile.
So I love this dude because listen, when you talk about great comedians, like to me, bowling is not an immediate subject matter, specifically in this day and age. I feel like everybody right now, their entire comedy is their identity, right? Which I understand. I get it. But like at a certain point, it feels like such a default to go up there and just be like, and like someone who can make bowling funny with his delivery.
And you're 35. And you're like, who's next? Who's next? Who's next?
He's such a weirdo too. I love it.
It's hell.
So that's not even one of the better parts in that special. Let me see if they have any of the other parts. Like when he sings, he fucking crushes some songs. He does one of these things where it's like ask not to trap or track. Oh God. All right. Well, that's all they have from that special. But like he sings, dude, he sings this. He sings Oops by Tweet and Missy Elliott and he smashes it. In a trance from this body, so buttery brown. And that's hilarious. A gay wasp singing Tweet and Missy Elliott's Oops and just smashing it is like, that's funny to me. That is comedy to me. Just fucking crushing it. Anyway. What about Robin Williams? I mean, come on. The GOAT, bro. Robin Williams is like so funny that almost like his stand-up almost doesn't hold up under the weight of his own brilliance. I mean that sincerely. Like, unless you are tapped in, you'll miss half the little quips and references he does. He's shot out of a he's doing stand-up comedy at 800 miles an hour. His stand-up, he's just like, oh, and then there's Jiminy Cricket. Oh, listen to me. Oh, and then you hear Jamaican music. Hey, it's just like, what the fuck? He has like 800 bottles of water on the stage because he just finished an 8-ball 2 minutes ago. One of the greats.